Hey there, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad you could come back here and meet with me a little bit, and let's have our next discussion on applying the Surface Academies. This one, today we're going to talk about social media. 5 minutes on social media. So let me set my phone here. Talk about social media. 5 minutes, start. Okay, you go into a service academy, you go into a federal service academy. There's going to be a lot of people looking at your social media content if they can identify you. There will be the congressman's staff possibly look at your social media content, the senator's staff, the academies. Um, a lot of people will look at it. And you want to make sure that either, number one, there's nothing on there that's going to hurt you, nothing on there that's going to be misconstrued, nothing on there that's going to come back and bite you. I can tell you a story about a young lady who was drunk in the park. I think it was her sophomore year in high school, which was way before she even thought about going to an academy. So here she is, a senior at one of the federal service academies. 4 years plus another 2 years, so 6 years before her senior year, she was drunk in the park with a bunch of friends, and she said some things that could be construed as racist. And somebody put that out and sent it to the academy a month before she was supposed to graduate. It caused her a lot of aggravation. It caused her a lot of trouble. It caused her to go to a class to get a little training on what to say, what not to say, and what to do and what not to do. Rightly so, she should have gone to the training, but that came back and bit her. And if the administration at that federal academy was not understanding and didn't do the right thing, she would have been dismissed. So go through your social media accounts. TikTok, big one. People do a lot of stupid things. Instagram, people put stupid photos up. Facebook, no, it's not your generation anymore, but Facebook, people say a lot of stupid things and post a lot of stupid things on your Facebook page. I don't know what else is out there, but I'm sure that you know. So go through them and take the stuff down. You don't want to be out there. You don't want to get in trouble. And specifically, you don't want to get into an academy. And before you get in, the detailers who are responsible for training you are looking at your social media accounts and realize that you have a pet turtle that you take for a walk in the park, and you talk to all the time, and they'll just be all over you. So if guys out there have a pet turtle, guys and gals, I apologize for that. But people look for this kind of stuff. People want one little thing during training, to give you a nickname, to go after you for whatever. I can tell you another horror story about putting things out there. There was an executive, I believe he was from Boeing. He was a commissioned officer. I believe he was a pilot. I think he was either Navy or Air Force. I can't remember right now. But he wrote a piece in one of the military publications on why women should not fly. He wrote that in the 80s. It came back from the 80s to the late, where we are right now, 2020s. He resigned. He had to resign his job at that was Boeing or one of the big aerospace companies. There was nothing wrong with the piece that he wrote then. I don't agree with it. I have a wife that went to academy. My 2 daughters went to academy. I have no problem with women being in the military. I understand it. But back then, people wrote stuff like that, and it got published. So if you have any questions about what's out there, there's a couple of rules to ask yourself. Number one, would you want your parents to see it? If it doesn't get past that, then take it off. Would you want your grandparents to see it, your grandmother? No, take it off. Would you want your pastor, priest, or rabbi to see it and to show it at a service? If the answers to those questions are no, then take it down. Also, you can see behind me, my desk is a mess. All right? There's a lot of junk here and stuff like that. I don't think there's anything behind me that is questionable. Sometimes people have their offices and they have a Confederate flag that they got from a trip to Gettysburg. They might have an antique piece from the war, World War II, that might have symbols on it that are offensive. It's a collector's item. It's a cool thing. It probably belongs in a, we'll come up in 5 minutes here. It probably belongs in a museum, but it shouldn't be in the background. So when you post stuff on social media, make sure your backgrounds are clean, and your stuff that's posted on social media, make sure those backgrounds are clean. All right, 5 minutes here. I know I probably went about a minute over. I apologize for that. Any questions? My email is in the comments, the section below on YouTube. My blog is linked. Send them to me. I'll be glad to discuss it in a future video. Good luck, and bye for now.